Considering everything that all the wide receivers and tight ends do well, I can see them running a formation like this, an empty set with maybe Palmer, the far X, running a vertical to the left side, and then Rice in the slot running a post, and then the tight end either in the tight slot or in a three-point position in line, running a drag of some sort or just sitting in the zone. Then you can have at the X position either tight or wide Cornelius or DJ Chark doing either a seam, or Cornelius runs the deep in route very well. Then you can have McConkey doing like a slant or out, and that could be something that could work really well, attacking all levels, all areas of the field, and just giving Herbert every option there is available. Here's a play the 49ers run in the Super Bowl versus the Chiefs. They run 3 routes to the left, and then on the perimeter they run a fade route as well as a out route. But first they identify man coverage with the motion to the outside, and pretty completes an easy pass right over the middle. If you look at this play by the Dolphins, the running back motions to the right, and that draws the inside linebacker out with them, leaving the middle wide open, and Tyreek does a easy slant. And what's funny is that the free safeties are way back, but Tyreek ends up getting a bunch of yards anyways. I really like this play by Michigan. They essentially do 3 out routes, 4 out routes. They have a motion coming across, which identifies man. Alabama shifts over. It ends up being a good play by his linebacker to deflect it. Otherwise, this probably would be a completed pass to 89. Here's another motion play by 49ers. They send a guy in motion, which makes the Chiefs rotate their coverage. It's not clear if they're in zone prior to this, but they definitely look like they get into man coverage. Ayuk does a deeper corner route, and then Juszczyk looks like he's blocking down, and then he breaks off for a pass. Here's a play action play by Michigan this past year. They run a power formation. They send the fullback in motion, which kind of makes you think they're going to run the ball. But then they hit a play action pass, and you can see the linebackers get drawn in, and then they hit them over the top with an in route. I also like this play by Michigan. They do an influence pull with the left guard, and the tight end on the left side acts like he's going to go right as well, but he rotates back to the left, and then you can see the center pull to the left. This play is ran by Quentin. They fake the dive, and QJ just runs a jet sweep. The tight end also pulls across. I thought this was an interesting route running by Antonio Brown. He basically just runs the opposite way the defender turns his hips. So if the defender turns his hips to the left, he runs the opposite way of that. The defender turns his hips again, he runs the opposite way of that. Finally for a curl. I like this play by the Chargers against the Commanders. The 2 wide receivers in the front run a crossing route. But first they motion Keenan, and it identifies man coverage. 2 wide receivers in the front cross, clear it out, and then Keenan comes from behind and easily scores a first down. Here's an easy play action pass to Hayden Hurst coming across on a short out route. Play action pass. Everyone bites on the run. Easy throw to Hayden. Here's a series of plays by the Dolphins. They motion on this play and run it to the far left. And then on the next play, they motion, but he goes back to the same side. And then he acts like he's going to block in, and then he rotates back out, kind of similar to what Michigan ran. And he gets the linebacker as well as Joey to bite inward. I was exploring different things you can do with making the tackle eligible. Basically, the rules are that you have to have 7 players on the line of scrimmage. The 2 most outside players have to be eligible receivers. You can put an eligible receiver with a number that is eligible on the line as long as he's not more than 2 people removed or the middle player on the line of scrimmage. And it's not clear if that middle player has to be the center or if he, in this case, could be 79. But on this play, the center is the last player on the line, so that wouldn't work. You would have to put a wide receiver on the line of scrimmage, because in this case, the center is not eligible. Or you could put you could put Joe Alt on the edge there, make him eligible. You could run it to the left, or you can do a hitch to the right, or you shovel pass in the middle if the edges come upfield. Could do a formation like this where it's kind of staggered. You have 75, which could be he could be eligible. You can either block or release for a pass in the short middle, where the tight end can go through that whole chip release. And then this way you have your line kind of spread out a little bit more. The D line probably has to spread out a little bit more. Again, as long as there's 7 players in the line of scrimmage and the 2 outermost players are eligible wide receivers. You could do a formation like this where the tight end is lined up in the tackle position. He would not be allowed to be eligible, but you make your tackle eligible, and now you can shift the tackle anywhere you like to block. Here's another formation you can run. You can run 2 tight ends on the right of the center. The last tight end would be eligible. The tackle on the far left would have to be declared eligible. You could either run a run to the left, or you can do a play action pass to Joe Alt, or do a play action pass to the tight end on the right, or you could do a screen going back to the right. You could have the tight end that's in the guard position go out like he's running a pass route, even though he's ineligible, as long as you don't pass to him, to create confusion. Here's another fun thing you could do with Joe Alt, make him eligible, have him play off the line. You could motion him out and then block down on the edge. That way you can get to the perimeter a little bit better. Or you can have him release for a pass, or you can have him release and then go block downfield. Another play you could run is with Alt eligible, you can put him out wide and then have a trips formation where you throw a hitch to Q, for example. Now you have Alt blocking out in open space. Or if you don't want to make Alt eligible, you can put a wide receiver just on the other side of him to his right, and you can still throw a hitch that way.